Okay, I'm here. Quick tip in real estate. My name is Jeff Kreider. I'm with the Columbus Agents, part of the Fathom Realty. I am going to talk to you about something. Right, Roxy? In my office. Well, this is my home office. I don't like working from home. Gonna focus. You wanna see the people? Say hello. You're on my website. Yeah, her name's Roxy. I like dogs, but she's kind of a pain when you work from home to have a dog. Right. Hey, Roxy. Are you kind of a pain? She's quiet at least. So, here you go. Kind of wanted to show you guys something. So I wanted to show you something. I'm a visual learner, so I kind of wanted to illustrate it. So I'm going to try it on my iPad Pro with this magical pencil. When you work with me, I'm very tech driven. I like to use the latest technology in my marketing. I like to use it in getting the word out. We can go over that if you ever decide to work with me. But quick video on how a buying agent gets paid. So I'm going to talk about if you ever reached out and you want to buy a house and you call, someone's like, "Oh, I have a family friend of a friend who's an agent and they're going to help me buy the house." Well, how do they get paid? Most people don't know. If you're a first-time home buyer, you don't know. And this is one of the first things I go over with my first-time home buyers. I want them to feel comfortable. A lot of times I've shown houses to clients and we're in a house and we're about to leave, and I've had one client reach out and said, "Hey, do I write you a check or something for showing this house to me today?" So I'm like, no, you don't do that. I like to say I help people buy and sell property, and sometimes I get paid to do it. So let's do a little blank slate here. So say you want to buy a house. Chimney here. Okay, yeah, you want to buy this house. Let's first start at the beginning. When this house is online or you see it on Realtor.com or Zillow or whatever you go to, you see this house for sale. What happened before it went for sale is these people who live in this house. So these people who live in this house reached out to an agent, real estate agent. This guy over here, let's give him a little hat. So this is a real estate agent right there. Could be myself. Could be anyone else. They work on a plan. So they come up with a marketing plan. They come up with a scenario they want to do to sell the house. In that same plan, they also negotiate a commission. So how is this agent going to get paid? So they say, okay, we're going to sell it for this much. When it actually sells, whatever it sells for, you're going to get a percentage of it. You with me so far? So this agent is working to get that commission. Really who's getting paid is this agent's broker. So the big broker dogs out there, they're the ones who actually are able to get paid on the deal. And then they can then pay the selling or the agent that's involved with the deal. They do a marketing plan, goes online, you drive by a sign, you see it, you're a buyer, you're like, "Oh, I want to see that house." You can call or work with a buying agent. Now in this scenario, I'm just going over how buying agents get paid, but I work and I represent both sellers and buyers. So we'll do buying broker is over here. Now, going back a little bit, if you were a couple or who wanted to buy this lovely house, yeah, I just do stick figures. If you wanted to buy this house, your only option really would be to reach out to this selling agent or the sellers and say, "I want to buy this house." The agent would work with you and help you do so. In reality, this agent is bound to these people, right? Like, he's representing the seller. So these people aren't really being represented as best as they could be. And so this scenario still goes into play today, and it's called dual agency. It's where one broker is representing both parties. It's kind of like it's not exactly like it, but almost a good scenario is you're a lawyer and you're representing both parties. It's kind of weird. This came into play years ago, buying broker, where they said, okay, if there's a broker on one side, another broker could work on the other side and do something called co-oping. And in co-oping, they can still both get paid in this situation. Say you find a house and you like it and you call me and you say, "I want you to help me look at this house and then help me through the transaction if I want to buy it. Or we want to just look at a bunch of houses and we want you to help us." A buying agent gets paid is, since I'm not representing you, you're not selling the house, I would do this co-op thing. So I'm over here, my face, and you reach out to me, you want to buy this house. Okay, we like it, we want to put an offer in, we put an offer in, we buy it, we close. There's a lot that goes on, but we close. How do I get paid? I get paid because these people are in contract to send a commission over to this guy. Now, this broker over here, since I was working with you, we would split this commission, and this commission, half of it or a portion of it would come over to this agent or this broker, and then that broker would pay me. So you always hear, but buying agents do say often, I work for free. Well, technically, you're not writing them a check, or you're not doing anything when they show you the house, but when it closes, I know as a buying agent, I'm gonna get some of that commission money. That's how I get paid. You are, in a way, as the buyer, paying me as well, because you're the one getting the financing or doing the cash offer, and a portion of that money is going to the selling agent, and then therefore portion's coming over here. So that's how buying agents get paid most of the time. Columbus, Ohio, this is how it works here. Different states have different rules. So when you're working with an agent, make sure they explain this to you, and also ask if there's any fees or anything. I don't do this, but there are a lot of brokers who charge additional commission fees when you close. They disclose it in paperwork, but they might not always tell you up front. When you're working with an agent, want to say, hey, if you help me buy a house, is there any additional commission fees I have to pay when I close? They can be pretty pricey, some of them around $150, $200, but I've seen them as high as $600. So ask if that's a fee involved in the transaction. I personally don't charge any of those fees as my broker. That's just how I operate. Check on that. If you have any questions about how this works, or you want to reach out to me for additional questions, I'll have more quick videos on different things and so happy to help. If you have any comments, shoot me an email. My email is jeff@thecolumbusaagent.com. You can also call me or text me at 614-795-7655. I look forward to feedback, any comments you want to do, or suggestions on new videos. Have a good one. I'll see you guys.